Well, I got an idea the president knew all about it myself.
Oh, goodness, I think it's bad. I really do.
I think that there's been too much play of it, and I think it's probably both sides do the same thing all the time.
And I think it's the type thing that has lost confidence for the American people in their government.
Well, I think it's a shame that it had to happen.
Well, it shakes my trust of the democratic system.
I worked for the New York Committee to re-elect the president. I have confidence in the president. I think perhaps that he was hoodwinked.
The president himself has downgraded the presidency to a degree that's really frightening.
Personally, I think that it's high time that Congress has a bigger voice in what's going on.
Does this shake your confidence in the administration?
Not at all.
What I got from his speech was that he was more or less cutting his own throat by saying things like he was going to go all the way and find out who was responsible for the Watergate affair, you know. And I mean, if he goes all the way, I mean, he's going to have to look to himself.
I don't believe he knew what was going on when it was going on. He may have thought he knew some of the activities, that is in the pre-planning stages, but he was in the dark all along the lines.
Do you think then that he should be held responsible for what happened?
Yes.
Well, it's taken them a long time to find out what everybody else suspected, it seems to me.
I was very glad to hear this speech tonight because it leaves the people, gives them more knowledge of what's going on. And I feel deeply that from now on, we're going to either know and feel assured or have faith in our president.
Well, I looked at it that it was purely political. But I think that it's a shame that the government is in such corruption that the people don't really know what's happening. And I can't see anything else but that it is purely a political speech. It is not from his heart.
I have to believe that he didn't know about it. You know, just based on what I've heard, there's absolutely no evidence that indicates that he does know anything about it.
I think he knew about it. I think he's too smart a politician not to have known about it. I don't think he came across as being sincere, and I don't think the country's going to buy it.
Well, for one thing, it was schmaltzy, it was cliche-ridden, but it was basically sincere. The man finally got out in the open what I think is the truth.
I think a lot of his speech was propaganda and political flair, but I really don't think he had anything to do with it.
Now, I missed the first few words of his speech, but as I said, if Nixon could speak, he'd be the greatest president we ever had, but he can't give a TV speech worth listening to.
It seems to me that if Mr. Nixon didn't know about it, he's foolish. If he did know about it, he's culpable, and there should be some effort made to make him assume responsibility for what's happened.
There are two alternatives. Either Nixon knew about it, and if he did, of course, he should be impeached. And if he didn't, that means that he's not running the administration. Either way is unacceptable to me.